I am very proud to introduce to you the Akumwani of the moment, the Deputy Prime Minister and Chief of Staff of the United States of Biafra, Her Excellency, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. Over to you, Wanyama. I yield. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Fanti. Thank you so very, very much. Thank you for that wonderful opening. Thank you for, I'm like, what else? What else can we ask for? That was such a beautiful opening speech. Thank you so much, Fanti, for what you do every day.
I think I'm going to have to change to
this.
I'm having some problem here.
Maybe come back and see because I need to be a little glitch. Thank you so much, family. Thank you. Yeah, Happy New Year, dear friends. Welcome to our first fundraising of the year. Thank you so very much. Biafrans, friends of Biafrans, everyone that has joined us at this time to be part of this fundraising to build our new nation, the United States of Biafra, which was declared in Latin November the 29th, 2024, when over 1,500 Biafrans gathered from all over the world to be in Finland after a self-referendum where over 50 million Biafrans voted to exit Nigeria. Thank you all so much. Today the world has seen the reason why we exited the terrorist state of Nigeria. Everywhere in the world. We continue to educate them. So I welcome everyone here today. I welcome all Biafrans, friends of Biafrans, men and gentlemen, all the press, the independent media, who will supporting us, our allies, those watching privately and publicly. May you have a great 2026. I want to use this opportunity to remember our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, and our Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa, who are being held by the terrorist state of Nigeria in collusion with their partners. But we know that very soon they will join us because the world have seen that which they were talking about. And the reason why they were taken was because of exactly what we are doing. The freedom of our people, which we secured in Finland on November the 29th, and also the willingness of the Biafran people to live safely in their community, to not cohabit with reintegrated terrorists that are brought in by the Nigerian state. That is the only reason the Nigerian state colluded with their partners to hold our Prime Minister and hold Nnamdi Kanu, nothing more. But we Biafrans are telling our leader Nnamdi Kanu and our Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa, not to bother because that which you seek, we already got. And we are defending it by the day. And the world knows we are defending our new nation. Nigeria knows we are defending our new nation. They know. I want to thank all Biafrans, our allies that are supporting us. Thank you so much for what you do every day to make it easier for us. Again, it's not just what we do. We also believe the hand of God is in everything we do. So The job is becoming easier by the day for us, for the United States of Biafra cabinet. I want to use this opportunity to thank Honorable Christopher for holding the ground until we all got here. Thank you so much for what you do. I want to recognize the United States of Biafra cabinet members, what they do, the secretaries, the deputy secretaries, what they do behind the scene every day to ensure no one, no man, no country, no individual, no organization tampers with this new nation that has been declared. Thank you so much. I want to thank the United States of Biafra Elite Squad, the defense in homeland, protecting our people from the reintegrated terrorists that were hired into the Nigerian military and police, terrorizing our people, terrorizing the quiet, innocent communities of Biafra land. Thank you so much for what you do every day to ensure that we defend ourselves. Self-defense is our right. Self-determination is our right. Decolonization of our people is our right, based on all international laws and local laws. Those are the premise which we base every single thing we are doing to legally remove Nigeria from the 40 states of Biafra territory. They will leave. They are already living. Because currently Nigeria is occupying a foreign land, which is the United States of Biafra territory. We thank the defense for what they do. At this point, the only defense allowed in the United States of Biafra territory, the elite squad, is our envisioned defense that are protecting our people as we speak. For those who are not aware, the Nigerian state has a standing policy to reintegrate non-terrorists like this one, like Boko Haram, like ISIS, into the Nigerian community. They recruit them into the military, into the police, give them AK-47, send them to communities that oppose the reintegration of terrorists, such as the Biafran land, such as the indigenous Christian communities. That is why you have the Christian genocide in Nigeria. And that is why Nigeria has been declared as the most dangerous country in the world for Christians to live. Because the Nigerian politicians and leaders has a standing policy to reintegrate non-terrorists from the Organization of Islamic Communities or Corporations, the OIC countries. Nigeria has a deal with them to reintegrate their non-terrorists into Nigeria. For what purpose? One, to help them secure elections and continue to remain in power. Secondly, to help them kill indigenous owners of the land, to help them continue to milk the oil and natural resources that come from our land, ship it across to their partners outside Nigeria and outside Biafra land, where they use it to better the lives of their own people and citizens, while our own citizens die in abject poverty, in abject squalor. But it is our task to stop that. That must stop. We already stopped it by the day. We will use our natural resources to take care of our people, to build the new nation, United States of Biafra. That is our task. Our people deserve the best of life, just like you have across the world in Western countries. Biafran people deserve the same quality of life. That is why we are going to use our natural resources to protect our people. We already have a law that has been passed during our leader, our prime minister, to stop any organization, any country, any individual that has contracted the lifting of crude oil from Biafra land. We will block those contracts. If you are one of those, you must go and block and cancel those contracts with the Nigerian state. Because Biafrans are already stopping them. Just like Donald Trump canceled the one in Venezuela when people just go around to contract for the oil of the citizens and use it to better the life of other people, to better other countries. While the people that were born in those regions, they mass migrate. Mass migration, go to other countries where the resources that are meant for these countries are now being devoted for people who are richly endowed in their own countries. But because of bad leaders, they do not have access to those beautiful, beautiful blessings that God has given them. The United States of Biafra is in line with those policies. Our crude oil, our reserves must be used for Biafra people. That is their task. The United States of Biafra cabinet and Biafra leaders are working on every single day. We cannot allow this manipulation to continue. We cannot allow that to continue. And some of these countries that are involved in this criminality with Nigeria, they are signed those United Nations Charter. When they become nations, they sign to respect those human rights. Those charters they sign for decolonization, the international humanitarian laws, they are all part of that. Those African Union charters, those European Union charters, those United Nations charters, those Commonwealth charters, they all signed to that to make the world a better place. But what did they do? They are angels by the day, devils at midnight. You make noise at the United Nations, at the European Union, at the Commonwealth, at the African Union. You make noise, you collude, you form your cabal to vote. When it comes to voting, you must vote. You all vote together just to defend your OIC organizations. To continue to suppress others. To continue to mass murder innocent indigenous, to punish innocent indigenous. And I ask myself, those that preach international laws to me, which one comes first? International law or humanity? Which comes first? If you kill everyone in a particular community, who are you going to be preaching about international laws? One has to come first. And what comes first is the humanity. People must be alive for you to teach them about international law. You cannot hide under the excuse of international law and committing mass genocide, Christian genocide. And you go ahead and protect the Nigerian government, the Nigerian leaders. Once they call for vote, you vote them into power. You want them to lead the United Nations. You vote them into African Union leadership. You vote them into Commonwealth leadership. You vote them everywhere because you are a block of the OIC. But you don't ask yourself, do they maintain the charters they signed? Do they make the world a better place? Are they seeking for these powers in these organizations to continue to suppress the indigenous, dehumanize them, colonize them, take their mineral resources by force? Is that what they are there for? Is that what they're supposed to be doing? No, you don't care. All you care is to vote Nigeria into power, and they will vote for you to be the leader of the African Union, the chair of the Security Council, the president of the United Nations, African Union Security Council. It don't matter. It does not matter the history. It does not matter that these countries have, and they come from countries where Christians are being persecuted, are being killed. When you vote them in as the leaders of these organizations, and you all parade to deceive the world. Now, there is a change in this world order. It must change. It because if not, you are going to murder thousands of people, and there will be no excuse. There will be no owning up to the evil to humanity that some of you are committing. Enough of that. Enough of that. We cannot continue. That is why Nigeria will move away from Biafra territory. This year, 2026, we will ensure every single element of the Nigerian state that in Biafra territory is out. They must be out. We've written to them peacefully to leave our Christian nation. The United States of Biafra is a Christian nation. We do not want to cohabit with integrated terrorists that are killing our people, burning our homes, destroying our farmlands. We do not want to live with them. It is a choice that the 50 million Biafrans that voted under the self-referendum to exit Nigeria, that is the statement they have made. That must be respected. When we met in Latin Finland to declare for the independence of the United States of Biafra on November the 29th, 2024, it is a collective will of the people. That was the declaration of the people to be independent from the Nigerian state. That must be respected. We have Biafrans that are scattered all over the world. The mass migration you see in Venezuela, I believe, is nothing compared to the mass migration from indigenous Nigerians and Biafrans. They are out all over the world. There's no country you go to that you not see a Nigerian or see a Biafran. Because of the bad policies of the Nigerian terrorist state to reintegrate non-terrorists to continue to kill the indigenous people. Not anymore. So Biafrans have started going home. Many of them we are home. This 2025. We have the reports for the first time in years. Biafrans across the world felt free when they got to their Biafra homeland and celebrated their Christmas, their New Year, without fear. The only fear some of them have is a criminal Nigerian state that is at this point forcefully occupying Biafra land. They must leave Biafra land. We will make them leave Biafra territory. The United States of Biafra have met all the conditions for a new nation based on the Montevideo Convention. So no one can stop us. No one can stop the full protection of our territory. It is our right to do so. As Nigeria continues to collude with their OIC countries to come in and fight Biafra, we are also planning with our allies to make sure we confront this terrorism in that part of the world. That is why everyone, every country leader today must make it a point of duty to stop terrorism all over the world. That's why you should support the United States of Biafran government led by my humble self, Dr. Orabueze. There is no other thing that pertains to Biafra, United States of Biafra, Biafra Republic in exile, the de facto homeland. All of that are under the full leadership of the United States of Biafra cabinet. With myself at this time, I will narrate it. Nothing exists anywhere. The different agents, the different Biafran agents previously that have been used by the Nigerian state to stop the restoration of Biafra, Biafra has stopped all of them. Virtually all of them, I'm telling you. They're all gone. They can make noise. You can see them on Twitter. That's just making the noise of a dying horse. They're all gone. Biafrans have stopped them. And the world now knows who are the real genuine people that have declared this independence. The Nigerian state is not resting, so do not take it for granted. But this time around, we know we have everything we need to stop Nigeria, which we are doing every day. We have the legal documents. When Finland arrested our Prime Minister, Simon Eber, 2 weeks to our declaration in Finland, he did not commit any crime. When you do now, the Kanu did not commit any crime. The only reason they took them is so that Biafra will not come, so that we will continue to live in a terrorist state where our children, our mothers, and fathers are murdered by the second, that the government bears no responsibility, no accountability. It's like the killing is a normal thing. Thousands just die and they keep moving. We are building one of the best countries in the world, with one of the best elite squad in the world. Our defense goes through the international humanitarian trainings every month. They undergo other trainings privately on a weekly basis. This has made them one of the best in the world. Based on our peculiar circumstances, based on our peculiar nature, and based on the terrorism of the Nigerian state, everything the United States of Biafra cabinet people, cabinet members, Biafran people are doing, it is something that is unique to us. It is something we want. That is something we want to do based on first safety and security of our people. So we put all that into consideration in anything we are doing. Make no mistake about that. We are on a steady course to ensure that every element of the Nigerian state that is in Biafran land in this 2026, they must be affected. The delegitimized governors that are supporting the Nigerian state this year, they will be the United States of Biafran territory. That land belongs to the Biafran people. They've declared no one can stop that, whether they like it or not. So again, I thank everyone. Most of you are fully following what is happening on the international world, and we are following it closely too. But I must tell you that the United States of Biafra, we are fully in line to make the world a better place. That is why we're getting a lot of support from some of our allies. And very soon, those announcements will be made. We cannot run away from our land, from the Nigerian terrorist state. That time is gone. Biafrans continue to go home, invest in our homeland. The destruction of the lives and properties of Biafrans across the Nigerian state. Some of you are already saying that. There is no other solution than for us to go home and build our home. That's exactly what we are doing. No one can do that for us. Our greatest fear is the fear itself. So we will continue to do that. I want to thank all the United States of Biafra that donated throughout last year towards our common cause, our humanitarian cause. Thank you so much for helping us to release some Biafrans that are locked up in different DSS jails, police stations, army barracks across Nigeria and across Biafran land. Locked up for no crime. Nigeria state locks up innocent indigenous Nigerians and Biafrans at the DSS dungeon for no crime. Because it's just one example. I'm telling you, there are thousands of innocent Biafrans locked up in different jails across Nigeria by Tinubu and Christopher Musa for no cause, for no crime, just because they are Biafrans, just because they do not want to live or cohabit with reintegrated terrorists. Tinubu gives order for them to lock them up. And the legitimized governors like Soludo, Oti, Uzodinma, and their likes, they help the Nigerian state to perpetuate this crime against indigenous Nigerians and indigenous Biafrans. That is all they do. Make it harder. Bring in the Fulani terrorists inside the Biafra territory. Give them lands. Where they recruit them, train them, give them AK-47 to go against any indigenous Biafran that complains, that asks, why are you milking the crude oil in my father's land without the appropriate compensation? Tinubu said it's meant to go and kill them. That's exactly what they do. And we say no more of that. We will defend our people and we will defend our land. That is exactly a priority for the United States of Biafra government. That is what we must continue to do 90% of the time, every single day. That is our major target, to defend our people and to defend our territory. Again, thank you for all those that are donating, all the things that we've done for in the year 2025. All of you may have heard that when I did my New Year's speech and a Christmas speech. Most of our achievement over the years is huge. It's huge. We've shaken so many people. And again, make no mistake about that. The evil state of Nigeria must collapse for people to live, for indigents to live, for people to get the best services that will enhance human quality. Nigeria must crumble. It's not a matter of will or how or will it. It must, in capital, crumble for people to live, for lives to be saved. Because that entity is a killing machine. They don't care. Tinubu have no control over the killings. In some northern part of Nigeria, the terrorists have taken over and are collecting taxes from the indigents. Has Christopher Musa stopped it? No. Does he have the capacity to stop it? No. Can Tinubu stop it? No. Are they saying anything about it? No, because they do not have the power to control that. They brought in these terrorists, thinking that when they bring in the terrorists, they'll just help them because they have the numbers to win elections. Thinking it is an agreement among their OIC, Organization of Islamic Corporations, in the United Nations, in the African Union, in everywhere, even in the Commonwealth. It is their agreement to protect each other. So they bring them into the Nigerian state. Thinking, oh, you can control the terrorists. No, you cannot control them. That is their profession. That is what they live by. That is what they've known all their life. So when Tinubu brings them into Nigeria and he's screaming, terrorists, 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 he's just deceiving himself. No country in the world can stop terrorism and killing of Christians in Nigeria. No matter what you do. Some of the ambassadors in Nigeria are already brought over. Some of the countries' ambassadors in Nigeria are already brought over by the Nigerian state. They already brought them over. There's nothing anyone can do to stop them. There's nothing anyone can do to stop the genocide, the Christian genocide in Nigeria. There is nothing. Even if Nigeria said they'll give you all the oil, that oil, remember, comes from Biafran territory. So if you're thinking of signing any contract about crude oil in Nigeria, you will need to stop immediately. Because we will stop you. So promise. You cannot take those crude oil from Biafran territory under the name of Nigeria. That is why those that already signed the contract with Nigeria for the next 10 years, for the next 20 years, we will block it. We are blocking it already. And you must cancel that. That will be a loss to you. Nothing to do with Biafra people. Because you all are fully aware that Nigeria is a terrorist state. But you want to continue to go into contract with them. You don't care. You don't care. The thousands of indigenous Biafrans that are locked up everywhere. No. All you care about is the economic gain. You will not get that. This year will be very, very hard for everyone. Unless Nigeria peacefully leaves the Biafran territory, which we've told them to leave. They are fully aware. Tinubu is fully aware that we've declared our independence. The will of the people must be respected. I am open to negotiations. I always say that. The bottom line is these must be done as quickly as possible to stop the loss of lives on both ends. We must do that quickly. The longer you stretch it, the more dangerous it becomes. I'm telling you. And Nigeria will suffer more. But all of us know that there's nothing like Nigeria. They are going to collapse. So we, the people, we will defend our land. We will defend our people. And any element of Nigeria inside Biafran land will drive you out from Biafran land. So I thank all those that have been supporting this United States of Biafra for my declaration, just like from my sister from this upon our declaration in Finland last year. We've had some challenges, but because we are prepared for those moments, the Prime Minister have already laid all the template for the full restoration of the United States of Biafra, the full restoration of Biafra independence. He already laid that. So taking him away by Finland I know for the next few months, the Prime Minister will soon be out. It means nothing. It changes nothing. It's only those that wanted to disrupt that are the ones that started fighting the setup the Prime Minister already had before he was taken away by Finland government. Everything was already set. And Biafra, you've seen how all those people that were fighting the structure that was set up by the Prime Minister. As of November 2024, it was January, you can see how they have all collapsed. They've all crumbled. You can only see a few of them every now and then making noise on social media. But they've all collapsed. The reason why they collapsed is because the Prime Minister left a structure for Finland taken away. Our Onyendu now became told Biafrans, when Nigeria took Onyendu away, he said, go and listen to Simon Ekpa and follow him. When they took our Prime Minister, he made Dr. Orabueze the surrogate. Go and listen to her. Surrogate means go and follow her. That instruction is very clear. But those that were either contracted by the Nigerian state, that were inside the struggle, they got their problem, thinking they will succeed. But thank God, at this moment, as I speak, over 99% of Biafra supports the United States of Biafra government and the cabinet. We are the United States of Biafra government. We are the Biafra Republic government in exile. We are the de facto. History is under the leadership of the United States of Biafra cabinet. Any other thing you see or hear is outside this continuum. It's irrelevant. They are the detractors, and we will continue to treat them as such. As I was saying, we all have seen how they've all collapsed along the line. They've all collapsed. And they have no legitimacy whatsoever. No legitimacy. Anyone talking with any of them is just wasting his or her time. They have no legitimacy from the Biafran people. The will of the people cannot be tampered. They've all failed. With their partners, or they are colluding with the Nigerian state, pretending to be looking for Biafra. All of us know the lobby is the one that is Elias Carasalos, that was part of this destructive We hear him say he has parted way with modern globals. I believe they knew that he has deviated. And I don't have any problem with anyone that is seeking for the restoration and the freedom of Biafran people. I do not have any problem with that. But the person must respect the structure that is laid down for this independence. And that structure is nothing else than the United States of Biafran government. Nothing can function without this money. No negotiation can happen without this money. None. So as we progress, they will be falling off. I believe modern globals discovered that this guy is not a fit for this organization. He has dragged, and he has dragged the name of modern global to the trash. He has dragged it to the trash because he deviated from the original structure made by our Prime Minister, of which when our Prime Minister interviewed Modern Global himself, the discussion was very, very clear. Then they brought in this evidence, and he thinks he can collude with the Nigerian government to distract what we are doing. It's just a good evidence of a bad rubbish. Because all he does is just that chaos. But the United States of Biafra, the cabinet, the people, we are as solid as a rock. So those of you that have been following our Onyendu have consistently been following our Prime Minister consistently, has been following the USB consistently, you will know, you will understand that there is no other way. And you can see how all these distractors have fallen off, and they will keep falling off. It's going to even get worse for them. For the few of them, the many few, they are less than 0.0005% of them making noise.
You're a good mathematician.
Yeah, 0.0005%. I'm telling you, that is. Count them in your fingers. The few of them left, and you will all see how they will go down. I'm telling you. So on that note, we've accomplished a lot within the 1 year in office. And again, I hear people say Somaliland has been recognized by Israel. Thank God. But again, I tell people, Somaliland, we declared their independence in 1991. So when you come from 1991 to now, it's almost about 30 years, 33 years or thereabout, before they started getting the recognition. Ours, we already in the pipeline of getting our recognitions. But the most important thing, we are on the right trajectory. We are on the right path. So very soon, those recognitions are going to be coming, and with that recognition comes so many things that will make our job easier. So on that note, I thank you all so much, dear friends. As we kick off this fundraising today, we want everyone to triple, quadruple whatever you donated last year. It is only by these funds that we will continue to defend our land from the reintegrated terrorists that are coming to kill our people. We will continue to bring out our innocent brothers and sisters that are locked up in different jails across Nigeria and across Biafran. We will continue to help the families of the breadwinners of Biafran territory that Tinubu and Mr. Musa have locked up in different jails across Nigeria and across Biafran. We will continue to rebuild our new nation to make it one of the best in the world. That is what all this money goes to. Please continue to increase your fundraising. Continue to help those in homeland, your state governors. I thank all the 40 state governors and the commissioners. I thank all the heads of missions across the world. What you are doing, I'm telling you, continue to do that. Do not be moved. We are on the right trajectory. Do not let anyone distract you. There is no other way than this that we are doing. There are a few things we are going to be adding as we progress. It's only going to make it better. But as far as what we've done in the past 1 year, we have done very, very well. And I thank you all. Very, very proud of all of you. continue to donate with our approved Wells Fargo Bank, Bank of America, our homeland federal account. We have 2 extra homeland federal accounts we've added. We're going to announce it in the next few weeks. Also, remember, all the 40 states of Biafra, the governors, they all have their state accounts. Those of you in diaspora, continue to donate to your state accounts. Continue to help your governors to remove the Nigerian elements in Biafra land. It is through your resources, through your money, through the funding that they will have the capacity to do this. We must do this year. We must increase our fundraising, both at the federal level and at the state level. That will make it easier for us to ensure that our land is protected from the Nigerian terrorist state. So I want to thank everyone, and on that note, I'm going to hand it over to family. Thank you all so much.